Howdy y'all, my name is Gretchen and I'm the Restless Thrifter. I am a full-time reseller on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, and I'm going to share a thrift haul. I have a IKEA bag full of stuff that I got from a place that shall not be named just yet. This is a honey hole of a friend of mine's. She's a reseller as well, and I don't feel like I can divulge that information, but we'll just say that it is a warehouse type of place where you go and dig, okay? It is not a Goodwill or other type of standard thrift store where you go and shop off of racks, all right? My cost of goods was $1.47. I got 17 items and spent $25, if I counted everything correctly, and I'm pretty sure I did. I can do a count again at the end. So we're going to try to go through all 25. I'm actually processing this inventory, which means I'm putting it into my inventory management program called Vendoo. I'm not sponsored by them in any way, but I do enjoy their product. So if you want to check it out, if you're interested in something that will help you relist items, cross-post items, manage your inventory and all your metrics, I have a link in the description of this video, and it will get you a discount. I think I get a little something too as a referrer. This is a very much sought after brand of running shoes these days. I would say they're more popular than Hoka's. They do need some cleanup, but the tread is still, you know, they're still tread actually, which is great because people do like to run these into the ground. And these are men's, let me see what size 11.5. I'm going to see if I can find the style. I'm going to look up comps and everything, and then I'll share that with you. So you'll see these videos get edited quite a bit because I'm cutting out the just me staring at the computer part, because you don't want to see that. You want to know what it's worth. Okay, so I did some research on them. They are called the Road Trail Run shoes, and I think these are from 2019, so they are 5 years old. Once I clean them up though, I think I can still get $45 for them, but I'm going to price them at $60 because on Poshmark they do sell higher at times. But in Terapeak, which is what I use to research things, it is eBay's research tool, and they have an ASP of $46.65, so I'm going to round up in these cases, so $47. Sell-through rate is only 4%. That does surprise me. I am not sure what I looked up before, but all of this information is wrong. The name of the shoe is the On Cloud Stratus, and once I re-looked it up in Terapeak, it has a much better average sales price of $51. Well, that's a little bit better, but the sell-through rate is 61%, which is definitely what I was expecting here. And that is for used On Cloud Stratus men's shoes. I got it all wrong before. Sorry, guys. But I did recently sell a pair of these for, I want to say it was $60. Now I'm curious and I gotta look, and this is what slows me down. I sold them for $61, but that included the, no, that was just $61 on Poshmark. So, and I had paid $10.81 for them. So $1.47 is a lot better, right? I think we can all agree with that. So yes, I will list them for $65. That's what I'm going to do. And I will keep a running total up here, how much each item is and how much my haul is valued at for now. This next item is probably my favorite thing I picked up. It's not the highest value or anything. I just really like it. The brand is Brooks Brothers. It's a men's vintage. It's 100% cotton, made in Hong Kong, size large sweater. And I just love the style. I mean, can't you picture some guy on a yacht or sailboat, you know, in this preppy sweater? That's what I picture. And I looked up vintage Brooks Brothers sweater striped. I did get really specific. Used $37 ASP with a 28% sell-through rate. Not so bad for a vintage item. I will be listing mine for $40. I'm definitely going to be putting keywords like nautical and coastal and yacht and sailing and preppy. All right, this is a surprising one. I did get 3 pairs and 2 are new with tags. I'm not sure about the other one. And these were sold at TJ Maxx, and I know because I cut the TJ Maxx tag off. But they are new with tags. They are a brand called Amethyst. I pass this up all the time when I see it. Size 16. I picked them up because they were new with tags. They were plus size, and I thought they were a cute Y2K style. They are boot cut, but they look more flared to me. They've got that wide Y2K boot cut look. Got some bleaching going on here. And, you know, that's on purpose. And then they've got the Y2K style of pockets, that flap, you know, where you didn't have a cell phone, so you didn't need to have a place to stick it. Cell phones were still fairly new. We didn't carry them with us at all. I mean, we had them in our purses, but, you know, we didn't have them on our body at all times. So, but they surprised me because they have a $21 ASP and a 63% sell-through rate. Now, when I narrow down to plus size, it does drop a little bit in sell-through and up in price. I found pretty good comps, so I think I'm going to list mine for $30. I think I can get 30, but I will at least get 20. That's what I'm saying. That's my statement. Bold, huh? I mean, you're not becoming rich off of that type of thing, but I was a little surprised that they even performed that well. Another pair of Y2K style jeans. This brand is called Hot Kiss. And they are the Nina Flare in a size 15, also low rise. You can see that tiny little zipper area. See, these are definitely more flared than the other ones were boot cut, so that's really good. They are new with tags. These were also a TJ Maxx brand. And Hot Kiss Nina Flare jeans have a $20 ASP in Terapeak with a 33% sell-through rate. I can get $20 for them. Again, I'm going to start at 30. Okay, I did see a little schmutz there I'll have to wipe off. Looks just like a little surface dirt from, you know, being in a big pile of clothes. And even though the average sales price in eBay was $20, there was only one sold there. But on Poshmark, I found a lot more sold. And I see a similar pair that sold for 30, another one that sold for 15, one that sold for 20, one that sold for 26. So 20 is going to be the target to get. I'm going to start at 30. I do have one more pair of jeans in here, but it's at the bottom of the pile. So last pair for a bit. These are Cato. If you are not familiar with the logo, Cato, Cato is not, you know, it's a really more low-end brand, but it does have a good plus-size assortment. And some people don't know that's Cato, though. I even see people put the brand as C, established in 1946, and I didn't know at first when I was reselling because I don't shop a lot for, you know, I just don't shop a lot. But I thought these were cool. They were new with tag. They have this patchwork look to them. And more of a skinny leg. It's like a slim leg. And not quite as low rise, more of a mid rise. These don't perform as well. They have a $18 ASP with a 29% sell-through rate. Sell-through rate's still fairly decent. Let me tell you a little bit about how I calculate sell-through rate. I'm going to put it here. It can cap out at 100. It cannot go over 100. So you won't hear me say, oh, it's over 100% or it's even 100% sell-through rate. That means there's 0 listed. Everything is sold and 0 listed. That's an actual 100% sell-through rate. If you see an equal number, that's 50. 50%. Half of everything that's listed is sold. So you got, if you list 100 items and 50 of them is sold and 50 of them haven't, that's a 50% sell-through rate. If you see something that's higher than what's listed, that's over 50%, somewhere between 50 and 100. So I consider anything over 25%, 30%, that mark, to be good, as long as I've selected like decent sizes, style, condition, then my items might sell over those other items. I was just grabbing in a net. I'm not crazy. I mean, I am, but for different reasons. So where was I with those? I did see comps where some sold for 15, some sold for 23. So I'm going to list mine for 25 because that sell-through rate was pretty decent and the ASP was 18. So I'm going to list them for 25. Guys, this is the very first item I picked up. It's a Pendleton vintage blazer with this suede up here and the suede elbows, and that place is really dark and this is riddled with moth holes. See the arms, you can see holes right there. I would not have bought this had I known. And I checked this over a couple of times, but it was dark and I was just hopeful, I guess. So that's too bad. If you're not familiar with the Pendleton logo, this may not be extremely vintage. It's made in Mexico. Pendleton. Yeah, I'm disappointed. That's really disappointing. How many times am I going to say that word? Yeah, there's moth holes all back here in the garbage. I don't even want another reseller to have to pick this up, you know? Sad. It's really cool style. I liked it. So now my cost of goods just went up. Because I have one item that I had to throw in the garbage. $1.56 instead. Hopefully that's the only item I have to trash. But I was really excited about that one. It was the first thing I picked up during that thrifting adventure. Next up, this is a plus size Cato woman. See now Cato's spelled out. Cato woman. 1416W. It's a lined palazzo pant with this, it's not really paisley, but kind of an Indian inspired print. This is a great pant for vacation, the beach, a cruise, work, casual, whatever you want. And I do like to pick up the plus size pants in this brand. I won't spend a whole lot on it. $1.56 is okay to spend on it. The ASP is $13 and the sell-through rate is 14%. I'm going to put all those keywords: palazzo, wide leg, beachy, flowy, vacation, you know, all that kind of stuff in there. Travel. These are travel friendly because they don't wrinkle that easily. And I'm going to list them for 18. I need washed. Another plus size find. I was actually really impressed at how much plus size there was at this thrift. And this is Ralph Lauren non-iron 2X shirt. It does need a good steam. It's been dry cleaned, but I bet after a good steam it's going to look nice. It's a classic striped button-down shirt. And this is women's. The ASP pre-owned $18, 44% sell-through rate. Not too shabby. I'm going to price it at $25. Remember, these are averages that I'm giving you on the ASP, average sale price. So, and that's without the shipping cost. I did verify that Terapeak is giving you a number without the shipping cost. So this is the price they would pay for the item before all your fees come out, but it doesn't include the shipping cost. So if you're wondering why I'm always pricing things higher than the ASP, it's because Some things do sell for more. Some people are selling things for $9. You know, that pulls it down. All right, next up, who's surprised? Another plus size item of clothing. This is J. Jill. It's been cut out for whatever reason, but I know that's J. Jill. This is the Wherever collection. It is a smooth fit, wide leg crop, size 2X, in this cute floral, not floral, palm leaf tropical print, and it is very smooth. I don't know why it's a smooth fit. Maybe it's supposed to smooth your tummy. Slimming, curvy, those are good words to use for plus size clothing that has like some sort of slimming effect. And these performed pretty well as well. The J. Jill Wherever smooth fit wide leg crop, I did use all those keywords. $28 ASP with an 18% sell-through rate. Now there were only 2 pair on eBay, but when I looked on Poshmark, bunches of them, and they are selling in that range. This print is everywhere, but I have the only 2X, so maybe that's good, right? I see them listed anywhere from $15 for a size small up to $40. Those may be a new pair, so, but that's a size large. $38 for another size large. So I think I'll start mine off at, this is always the dilemma. When you have the only size, you can't really get an average out of Poshmark unless you want to just add it all up, and I don't. Let me look at the solds again. 25, 22, 18. Okay, I'm gonna list them at 30. This pair I picked up, per se, I think it's something sold at Ross or TJ Maxx. Size 1X. It's a linen blend striped wide leg pant. And I picked it up for style, for fabric, that it was linen. These probably don't sell that much even at Ross, but because they're plus size and linen and just a cute style, nice summery colors, and I knew my cost of goods was going to be low. I picked them up. 15% sell-through rate, $14 ASP, so fairly low, but I feel confident these are going to sell with this style and color especially. I see a pair in the same colorway, same size that sold in Poshmark for $18, and these are machine washable, which is nice for a linen. It's a linen blend. So I think I'll price mine at $16. Let's move them quickly. Guess what? Another plus size. Lucky Brand. Lucky Brand is a nice plus size brand to pick up. In standard sizes, I would say probably not. This is a 2X thermal. It's one of those lightweight, kind of boxy thermals. You see Free People thermals in this style a lot. And I see this exact one sold for $29 in the same size colorway on Poshmark. Similar ones selling for $16 to $29. And then on Terapeak and eBay, Lucky Brand 2X Thermal pre-owned has a $14 ASP and a 50% sell-through rate. So I think it'll sell quickly if I price it accordingly. And I'm going to price it for $20. All right, this next one, another plus size and a brand you probably heard of, Torrid. It is a good plus size brand. It doesn't sell for high, but it sells consistently for me. 1X, size 1 is a 1X. This is a dress. It's a tube dress with this lace detail. I think you're gonna need to wear, is this a skirt or a tube dress? I think it's a tube dress. I'm gonna put it on my mannequin to figure out, but I think you wear it like, you know, like this, the waist, and then this is, but then this is awfully sheer, but you know, surely those are not the hips, right? Or maybe it can be worn multiple ways. I think it's a tube dress. like a tube top dress, but with a fit and flare look. I think it's gonna look really cute on the mannequin once I figure it out. But it was hard to find something similar for comparison for comps or a sell-through, but just a Torrid strapless dress, pre-owned fit and flare, $24 ASP and a 5% sell-through rate. But you know, it's going to be all sorts of styles and everything. This is more of a casual, you know, maybe you'd wear it for a night out. Especially I can see like a night out on a vacation or something. Where am I going to price it? Probably going to start at 25. Just not really having much to compare it to. It's difficult. Difficult to know what this particular style will go for. I thought it sort of had like a Stevie Nicks vibe with that lace and flowy bottom. This is the last pair of jeans in this batch. These are a brand, Boom Boom jeans. These were sold at Ross as well. But I do think these are Y2K style also, and they're these dark denim, like a trouser style, flare leg. Look at that flare. And they are new with tags. They've got this, that's why I call them trouser style, because they don't have that, they have more of a pant look than a jean look. And they are 16W, new with tags, Boom Boom jeans. So the name cracks me up. New with tags, has an ASP of $16 with a low sell-through rate of 7%. But I did find this exact look in the Boom Boom jeans sold for $23. What's the highest? $31 and in plus sizes on Poshmark, and $30 on eBay. I'm forgetting words. So I'm actually going to start them at 30. I need to make sure I can really show that flare. In case you didn't know about plus size, 16 and 16W are different. A 16W is, W is for women's, and it's usually cut larger. So it's going to be a little larger, a little fuller in the hip and thigh and belly, because it's for a woman as opposed to a Mrs. It's not juniors sizing, but it is still going to be cut a bit larger than a regular 16. So if you have 16W jeans, I would include W in the title, because I do think that matters. Now, they call it plus size on Poshmark regardless, but I really only consider 16W to be plus size and not just a 16. Same thing with 18. Mrs. usually goes up to 18, and 18 maybe a 20, but if you don't have the W after it, it's typically not cut as full. So just a little bit of plus size fashion info for you. Four more items. This may be a long one. Okay, so this next one is a brand I've never sold before, but I have seen it at times. You know, when you've got a low cost of goods, you can take some risks. Sheragano Noir, I think that means it's supposed to be like for, you know, evening or a night out. Size 14. It's this lace, belted. Again, I think beach when I see this dress. Does it have some? Yeah, it has some sparkle to it. So a lace belted dress. I'm doing a terrible job of showing you. Size 14 it is, or it was, new with tag until I chopped it right off. So, new without tag. And y'all, that reminds me of Y2K as well. I see the same dress sold in a size 8 for $25, $24, $30 on Poshmark. Also, a similar one sold for $4. Who's selling stuff for $4 on Poshmark, y'all? And then similar-ish dresses selling for $24 to $65 on eBay. But in Terapeak, a Sheragano lace dress, new, has a $25 ASP, but a very low, less than 1% sell-through rate. So this may hang around a little while if I don't price it accordingly. So I may price it at $28. Yeah, $28. I'm going to put coastal, cowgirl, beachy, boho, vacation. I also think this would be a very travel friendly dress because it's that knit. And let me not lose the tag. Okay, next is a fun hat. It is a woman's wool hat, and it's kind of that newsboy style, but not really. It is La Fenice, made in Italy wool. Is it 100%? 84% wool, made in Italy, and these are sellers. This brand of wool hat, $15 ASP for used with a 27% sell-through rate, and I saw a lot of similar solds on both Poshmark and eBay. So, but I did see some listed higher, and I don't see this exact style, so I might start, oh here, there it is. I might start this one at 20 bucks. Next to last item, this is a Hart Schaffner Marks. It's a good men's suit brand. This is a more modern one. It's an extra large wool blend, and it is a sport coat in a style I've not seen before. It has this, I guess it's called a bib, a zip out bib. And it looks like you're wearing, you know, a casual doodah underneath it. Mock neck, something or other, like a layered look. This is terrible. I'll show you a picture of one that sold, the only one I could find that sold, you see, and it zips out, so it's an optional thing. I did not find any holes in this. Lord help me. It's also got these elbow patches. So I looked up, I found one that sold for $25. Hart Schaffner Mark sport coats used have a $46 ASP and a 9% sell-through rate. I'm gonna look up elbow patch, see what that does. One sold for $25, the exact same, but there's a $46. I'm gonna list it for $50 because this is a really nice sport coat, and I could see someone wearing this as like just a, you know, their coat for business casual, or just a coat in winter, you know, because it's wool. It's got that look to it if you want to look a little dressy. So I'm gonna list it for $50. Last item, this is a messenger bag, men's or women's. It's got the Bob Marley One Love Universal. I don't know what this lion says, like what that means. The brand is Rothko. I couldn't find this exact bag, but I did find Rothko messenger bags do all right. And they have a $25 ASP with a 29% sell-through rate pre-owned. And I think, you know, the One Love movie that came out recently, maybe Bob Marley has a resurgence. It's got the strap. So far, condition-wise, looks pretty good. Looks good inside. It's got these cool, I don't know, pencil protector? Bullets? What do you put in there? I don't know. That's it. So I'm going to list mine for $30. And that is the last of the items. I hope that you've enjoyed watching me, what was I doing? Processing. Watching me process my inventory and learned about some things, a lot of plus size, a lot of Y2K styles, and my favorites, Brooks Brothers sweater and the On Clouds. Let me know what your favorite was. Thumbs up, please. And if you haven't subscribed already, most of you who watch are not subscribed. Go ahead and think about doing that. Do it. And just keep listing. Bye, y'all.